Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today we have a very fun and exciting product to try out. This is from Iconic London and it's the Desk to Dance Eyeshadow Palette. Oh, I was so excited to get this in my September 2022 BoxyCharm Premium box, which was a great box. So if you haven't seen that unboxing yet, that video is up here on my YouTube channel. But this is a $62 palette and I love Iconic London, and so I get so happy when I get products from Iconic London in my beauty subscriptions. And they make such beautiful, huge eyeshadow palettes that have become like my go-to eyeshadow palettes. So this one I am so excited to add to my collection and to try out today. Look at all of these beautiful, colorful, shimmery, sparkly shades. Oh, there's just so many shades in here that really like capture my heart. You know, I've got the shimmery highlight shades and a light matte shade, which to me is so essential to have in a palette. But then these purple and pink shimmers. Oh, so I can't wait to try these out. But before I do, I'm going to do some swatches, of course. Gotta swatch this pink sparkle. Oh my gosh. A lot of shimmers and glitters in here, which are like my favorite types of eyeshadows, but still a few mattes. Oh my gosh, what a velvety feel. So first I've got a matte here. Oh man, that's swatched really nicely. A little bit crumbly, like a soft powder, but wow. Next is almost like a duochrome shimmer. That is so pretty. Next, ooh, a glittery metallic. Oh, also beautiful. This is that like highlight shade. Beautiful. And another matte. Not super opaque, but yeah, that's funny. The matte one at the end there did not swatch very well, but the rest swatched pretty nicely. So here are what those swatches look like. And even though I chose very random colors, it's actually a pretty cohesive color scheme going on here. And so my next step is to prime my eyelid with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, because I always like to try out eyeshadow palettes with and without a primer. So I'm just going to blend this all over lash line to brow bone on one of my eyes. Okay, next I'm going to take the light matte shade here called Up Close and just lightly blend this all over the lid to set and prep it. And this is a nice shade to cancel out the discoloration that I have in my eyelid and just give a clean, crisp look if this was all I wanted to wear on the lid. That's really nice. And then next I'm going to pick up just with my finger the shade Thriving, the light shimmery shade, and I'm going to use this to highlight the brow bone. Oh, look at how bright that is. It almost has a ultraviolet kind of reflection to it. I'm gonna also throw this in the inner corner to brighten that up. Yeah, it has like that pinky purple hue to it when it catches the light, which is so pretty. Typically my next step is to use like a brown matte in the transition and the crease area to create that contour and depth to the eye, but I actually don't really have any shades like that in this palette, so let's just go for something more fun. And I'm going to pick up this purple matte shade called Corner Office, and on a fluffy brush I'm going to blend this into that crease transition area. Oh my gosh, this is such a pretty color. It's not as pigmented as I would like it to be. This is the one that's swatched kind of lacking pigment as well. But for this transition crease area where I'm just really smoking it out, diffusing it, this shade works nicely. It's such a pretty tone of purple, wow. And it's very easy to blend. I think it showed up with a little bit more pigment on the eye with the primer. And even with the primer, it wasn't super pigmented. So I am really using a lot of product, really layering this up just to get it to show up in this smoked out, diffused way. Now I think I'm going to use some shimmers. I'm actually going to try this one here, Money Plant, which has some multiple colors in it. Ooh, okay, that looks really different when I picked it up than it looks in the pan here. It looks almost like blue with gold flecks in it, but on my finger it's almost looking like reddish. Let's see how it is on the eye. Oh, fun. Probably not the best shade for me to use in this outer corner, but that's okay. I'll incorporate a lot of other colors as well, just because it's not super dark. I almost feel like this is like a topper kind of accent color. It looks nice here, but typically I like to put something a little darker in this outer V section of the lid. But it does go nicely with the purple, even though you wouldn't think so. I feel like this is a pretty cohesive palette, even though there's so many different colors. How about I pick up this color here? It's called Big Flirt. It's just such a beautiful shade of magenta shimmer. So pretty that I have to use this. I'm going to put this in the center of the lid. Oh, this color looks great with the purple in the crease. Ooh, it's not super opaque, but it's such a pretty color that I really like how it looks. But it's taking a lot of building up to get it to show up as much as I would like it to. Like I need like 3 or 4 layers to get this to actually be like bright and pigmented enough. But there we go. Blend it all out. And then I really want to use this shade here called Manifest. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, like an icy pink shimmer. And I'll put this into the inner section of the lid. Oh, that's so pretty. Nice and bright. This one has good pigment right away. Ooh, this is such a fun look. And I didn't even plan it with my purple sweatshirt, but I'm loving this purple shimmery look that came together. There are so many looks that you can create with this palette. This look that I created today is giving me like fairy princess vibes, which of course I love. And then I like to also use an eyeshadow on the lower lash line. And since we're sticking with these purpley shades, I'm going to pick up this one called Going Places on the lower lash line. Ooh, this one is also so pretty. It's going to pull together the whole look nicely. Ooh, I love purple eyeshadow. I have green eyes, and purple is supposed to make green eyes pop. So hopefully this is a flattering eyeshadow look for my eye color. So here is my finished look. And I really like this palette, mostly because it's just fun. The shades and the sparkle in it just makes me happy. The formulas were decent, not like mind-blowingly incredible, but overall easy enough to work with. But oh, it's such an inspiring color story to me. I would love to hear in the comments down below what kind of color combinations you've done, what kind of looks you've created with this palette. And then I just like to check the eye with the primer versus the eye without the primer. I'm not really seeing a noticeable difference, maybe just the slightest bit more vibrant with the primer. So I would still recommend using an eyeshadow primer with this palette, but I always wear an eyeshadow primer. I think you always should with eyeshadows. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.